welcome to CSGO Fight Night!
Exactly like what it says on the tin. There's the first one. Nice flick upwards and HS doing all the damage. What was that? Who's he going to take the shot on initially? Thomas, Baymax, Aubrey, Schneider. Perfect, beautiful play.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another edition of CSGO Fight Night. My name is Upmind. This is my second stream here on the EFLGG channel, and I couldn't be happier. Because, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we got a banger of a match. We got ourselves some ESEA advanced action between Fusion Uprising and ONYX Esports. Two teams with a heck of a lot of games to look ahead of them because we are still in the very, very beginning of the season. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just get right into some info. We got Fusion Uprising up on your screen. We have ourselves Dare, Branted, Snav, Millz, and Violent. Heading into today's game, they are coming in with an 0-1 record. That 0-1 coming in after a loss, a pretty handily felt loss from Brazen Esports. Again, they have a pretty good core. Dare, Branton, Snav, Millz, Violent, all of them. They have some pretty good history in the league. If I'm not mistaken, just last season in Maine, you know, they did pretty well. They came out with a 9-7 record, went 2-1 in playoffs, and they just snuck themselves into advanced. It worked out for them in the end, but they're going to have to compete with the big boys. They have a sweet name, but not as cool of a logo. They don't even have a logo. They just have a picture of one of the players, presumably. Let's keep moving on, though. Team 2. On the other side of the server, we're going to be having ONYX Esports. Coming in today, we have Gmanchew, Pwny, Polarbear, Hext, and TBECarter. These players combined, other than Polarbear did not play in Season 30, but ladies and gentlemen, on the server today, we have ONYX Esports, the winners of ESEA Main Season 30. They had a stunning season. They went a perfect 6-0 in the playoffs, and they're hoping to have almost the exact same success as last season, hoping to get themselves an MDL spot in the future. Coming into today's game, they have a 1-0 record. They have a team full of veteran players. TBECarter is one that jumps out to me. He's a player that used to play in MDL. He's a player that, you know, goes to LAN, everything like that. This man has a lot of history on his hands. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are still just waiting now for the players to join on to the server. They're slowly coming in. We still have about 3 players left. But yeah, no, it's an absolute pleasure for me to be back here with you guys. And, you know, when we have a game like this, when we have, you know, it's not a new league anymore. The ESEA Advanced League is a league that I think it's been implemented since season 28. So we've had a couple of seasons to get accustomed to the system, because TBECarter, he's felt almost every iteration of ESEA. He's been playing this game since season 21, I think. And back then, again, just a couple seasons ago, there wasn't the Advanced League. You would just have main, and you would just be booted up right into MDL. Or main was the best league. You would just come from main or straight into the pro league. So, you know, definitely quite a few changes in the past few years in ONYX Esports. They're trying to take full advantage of those changes and trying to sweep through the ESEA advanced ranks. Now, Fusion Uprising, though, they skimmed by the ESEA main league last year pretty much by the skin of their teeth. They came out of it with a 9-7 record, not exactly the best record to say the least. And in the playoffs, though, they didn't end up winning 2 and losing 1. That results, it does get you far in the bracket, and that is gonna net yourself a place in the ESEA Advanced League. But a game like today, a game with a team who on the other side of the server won the league that you guys went 2-1 with. If Fusion Uprising can pull a big upset here, that will send some huge momentum to their side heading into the rest of the season. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you guys, but it looks like we have most of the players on the server. Again, we are still waiting for those 3. But yeah, at this point, we are just chilling, just talking about the game. And I just wanted to mention one more thing. EFLGG, this is my second time on here, as I had mentioned during the intro. This is my second time on here, and I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much. Just quick shout outs to John Steezy and Squid, the 2 big kahunas over at EFLGG for giving me this opportunity. You guys have seen not only myself with an opportunity on this stream, but you guys have also seen my very personal friend, my real life personal friend who we have commentated lands, Smith, John. He has been on this channel before, and he'll be pumping out a little bit more content for you guys. So very happy to kind of have everything full circle here on the EFLGG channel. There's a lot of things going on in the future, a lot of great projects for you guys to watch. So as you guys are just watching this game, this may be an advanced game, but who knows, maybe one day we might be commentating from a LAN right here on the EFLGG channel. Who knows? That's wishful thinking, but we shall see. 2 players left to get on the server, still a little bit more time to pad. Now, looking at TBECarter once again, because he's just the one player that I know from commentating in past casts, because I've done my fair share of online casts, and I haven't really seen too many of these players on any servers, but TBECarter, absolutely. And I say this because he used to play for Set to Destroy X, he used to play on Illusion Gaming. He had a huge season with, I think it was Carried by Frost. If I'm being honest, I think it's that. I don't really know. I think he had like a really kind of a short stint on that team, but he's had a long history. He's been in the league system for a while now. Same with a lot of players on the server. Again, I may not know him. Again, just kind of looking at their info once again. Again, Polarbear, he is a new player to the team. One of the players from their core left last season, but he's in this season to cover up that spot and hope to give a nice support role to the team. Again, Gmanchew, Pwny, Hext, and TBECarter. These 4 players, they were able to combine to win ESE main season 30 last season. So hey, it's cool to see that we have a very, very nice team to work with. They've only won a single game so far. They've only had a single game, so consider them undefeated at the moment. But ONYX Esports still with a lot of road ahead of them, a lot of games ahead of them. I see EFLGG in chat. It should be John, my brother, my mentor at this point. Thank you for having me on, my friend. Still waiting up on the server. Still 2 people left, I think. I think we're only waiting for Fusion players. So ONYX seems to be fully readied up for this game. So that should be a fun game to watch again. And this is going to be great. Again, I'm super hyped for this game. ONYX Esports and Fusion Uprising. ONYX Esports, again, with a lot of momentum heading into not only this game, but the entire season. Fusion Uprising, just to set a little bit of a storyline, Fusion Uprising, they're coming into this season, you know, kind of with an unlikely scenario. Usually when you see a team go barely positive in the league, you don't really expect them to move on to the next tier of league. But Fusion Uprising, they were able to do it last season. They came out with 9-7, and they still went pretty deep in playoffs. Regular season means nothing after playoffs have started. So Fusion Uprising, they're coming into this game as the underdogs. ONYX Esports, they're towering over Fusion Uprising, won the exact same tournament as Fusion Uprising, you know, playoffs in Maine last season. So again, I am just reiterating just a couple things, but just trying to pad up some time as once again we are just waiting for one single player on the server, and as soon as I have that for you guys, I will send it over to the game so we can see knife round and whatnot. The map of choice today is Overpass. Now Overpass is a very interesting choice. This should be going towards the ONYX Esports side. I can kind of predict that they may have a deeper strat pool in terms of, first of all, a deeper map pool and a deeper strat book in terms of Overpass. I see Fusion Uprising kind of being a team that, you know, kind of depends on the caches, the mirages. You know, Overpass is kind of a neutral map, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do have quite a bit of history on this map. But I do predict that ONYX Esports can take this pretty handily if they do stick to their guns. And in my opinion, it's going to come down to who has which side first. Because pretend Fusion Uprising, they get CT side first and they come out of that situation, you know, with a 10-5 lead at the end of the half. That should set them up for a pretty good win, pretty smooth win. But that's if we're talking about just, you know, scenarios, picking out of a hat, see what happens. ONYX Esports, they have a little bit more of a platform to win today. But Fusion Uprising, still with a lot of potential on their hands. All right. The match IP gonna be dropped. Yes, the IP has been dropped over on ESEA, and you know what? Let's just send you guys to the game a little bit, just to kind of have a little bit of background for you guys, just to see what's up. It's you know, again, everyone on ONYX Esports is ready and raring to go. We have one player left from Fusion Uprising to get on the server, and at this point, they're just walking around, fragging out, just kind of talking about the game, and we have ourselves the last player from Fusion Esports, or Fusion Uprising, to join the channel. Join the channel, join the server. Man, I'm thinking Discord right now. But yeah, no, ladies and gentlemen, should be ready and raring to go. We have ONYX's, I think, again, Hext, he is a player, so he's going to be joining the server. And most likely, one of the players, I think TBECarter, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be the coach for the team. So, very cool and interesting stuff. ONYX Esports, they do have a little bit more bolstered lineup. And they have a, they even have a coach. So, yeah, still just waiting up on both teams to be readied up. We're pretty much ready. Or at least I think so. Maybe Fusion Uprising may have a coach or two. They may just be talking strats. Who knows at this point? Still waiting up on any word from anyone in chat to see if we're readied up to go. Maybe just waiting for the round again. Who knows? All I know is that this knife round is going to be spicy and it's going to be absolutely pivotal. The winner of it is most likely going to pick CT. And again, it's going to come down to who gets, you know, if the CT half, the CT side can win the half, you know, that's, you know, it depends on if they win it by 8-7, then that's a whole different story. That means that the T side, they were able to keep it up tit for tat. But if you have the CT side winning 11-4 on a map like Overpass, that should give them, again, a pretty smooth road to winning on that T side. And still waiting to see what's going on with ONYX Esports and the whole team in one. Looks like my intuition was correct. We have Fusion Uprising coming in with a coach on the squad. So that's gonna be the one, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of looking through the list. Tabby Cat. I think Tabby Cat is Trace. Tabby Cat's alter username is Trace. And we have Shane joining on the server for Fusion Uprising. And this is going to be our squad. Gmanchew, Polarbear, Pwny, TBECarter, all heading ONYX Esports. Branted, Violent, Millz, Darren, Snav, all heading Fusion Uprising. We're going to get underway as we go through the knife round. Two sides already off. It's kind of a disadvantage here. Gmanchew and Hext trying to live as much as possible on Gmanchew. He pulls it off. And there you go. That's going to be the knife round going towards Fusion Uprising. And the trade over there on the knife might be pivotal again. We don't really know where Fusion's going to be going. And Fusion, okay. Interesting stuff. We're going to be having them join the T side. Maybe they're a little bit more confident on their smoke executes and whatever flashes that they may be pulling out throughout the game. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It is match day 2 of ESEA Advanced Season 31. It's ONYX Esports versus Fusion Uprising. And we have Fusion Uprising's T side moving towards this B site with only Pwny kind of jumping over to see what's up. Oh, look at this. Look at this view from the CT side. They rush the long position and try to get as much information as possible. And I think it works. As we see the T's executing. Millz from behind. He may be caught off guard. Hexty hears it. ONYX Esports is going for a full retake situation right now. They're just going to let the T side do what they can. Polarbear taking down Dare, and he still has quite a bit of work to do. TBECarter and Gmanchew combining to take down Millz, and it's going to be a bloodbath. Branted and Snav combining for 2, and Branted, he's going to get blindsided by TBECarter. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have ONYX Esports after retaking, again, really smart stuff. ONYX Esports, they pushed a lot of players over towards that A-long position, try to get that information, and it worked out perfectly for them. They were able to rotate and just sandwich those Fusion Uprising players, and in the end, they're going to have themselves a nice little bye. And ONYX Esports, they're off to the races. Big lead ahead of them. Fusion Uprising, they're going for a little deco buy. And when I say deco, I mean hard deco. They're not going for any armor whatsoever. And this is pretty good from the T's. They're executing as a team at the moment. They're not going to really let any of their teammates kind of lurk over to B. Their default at the moment is to just stay together. Gmanchew trying to approach along with an MP9. Not exactly the gun that I would expect him to be approaching with, but it may work, especially in this position of his. He hears some footsteps over to Banana, and that may be pivotal. Snav is waiting up, and he may not be ready for it. He's got a knife out. Oh, and he's going to be taken down by Snav. Snav with a very, very untimely boost up on that pillar. And Gmanchew goes down. That's an MP9 in the hands of Fusion Uprising. And we have sort of a mini rotate coming in from Fusion Uprising, or from ONYX Esports. Pretty much a full rotate coming in from Fusion. It's an even setup here. Hext is the player tasked with holding down the site. Molly coming in from Pwny. Pop flash coming in from Hext, and that's perfectly executed. Hext is going to take down 2, but then he goes down to Violence. Eagle. Oh! Oh, Pwny, he goes down to Violent. He gets traded out. TBECarter, he's approaching his site. Polarbear is going to get grinded out. Violent, after planting the bomb, he's going to go down to TBECarter, and that's a very costly round for ONYX Esports. Coming out of this round, they put a lot of money into this. And they're going to come out of it with just some money in their pockets. Not exactly the equipment, but definitely some guns. Or definitely some money. But Fusion Uprising, they got quite a bit of cash. And not a lot to stash, as we see. They're keeping around sub 1,000. We have Millz putting out the SG. And ONYX Esports, this is do or die from them. This is most definitely a reset scenario for them. TBECarter with a smart smoke just to cut off the advancements from the T side again. Gmanchew, TBECarter going real aggressive, and look at this A site. If the T side really wants to, if they knew for certain, they could have just rotated by now. That would have been it, but quickly ONYX Esports, after filling out the B site, they're gonna rotate all the way back and try to hold it. And now Fusion Uprising, they have lost that time. They have lost the space to work with. And at this point, they're just gonna have to go with some gun battles to see what happens. Millz with a couple warning shots, trying to get something through the wall, but it's not gonna work out. No one gets hit. And look at this front. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this tight space here from Carter and G-Man. G-Man's gonna try to hold this off. Here comes the molly. Oh, TBECarter. Such a smart position. But he's gonna get traded out by Millz. 4v4 situation as Gmanchew. He was the one that got mollied off. He's down to a little bit less HP. And from behind is Next. And Hext is gonna get yet another kill. That's a 3K. Coming in from Hext. And Snav is gonna go down to Gmanchew. He was looking a little bit sneaky there, heading onto that A site, but it doesn't work out. ONYX Esports off to a very commanding lead in an incredible round there. After only one player from ONYX Esports goes down, and Fusion Uprising left to their own devices, going down to yet again another eco buy. And again, not a lot to work with. 2 CZs and 3 Deagles. That's not gonna cut it, especially with this team. Oh, Carter. Oh, Carter, you madman. If you actually pull this off, he could get 1 or 2 easy kills right now. Oh, Carter, he goes back. Very conservative, respecting the space that the other team has given him. And this could be a very sticky situation for the ONYX Esports side. Gmanchew and TBECarter, they haven't seen anything, but here comes the tease. Here comes a huge smoke. And that's going to cover off the advancements. And oh, what a nade! Snav going to go down to 1 HP after the spray through the smoke. Violent down to 54. Millz down to 25. Flash is going to come down, but it doesn't matter. TBECarter hasn't been hit whatsoever with it. Polarbear with a kill. It's down to a 2v2 as Branted pulling out around the corner and getting a kill. It's down to Hext and Pwny to retake the site. Branted and Millz, not a lot of HP whatsoever. Millz trying to get it straight down there. Branted the only one left. They have no idea that he's banked, though. He could pull something nice here. Again, not a lot of HP, so one shot from those AKs could do it. Oh my god, here goes the headshot! Branted! Branted was such a huge clutch! He comes out of that round with 4 kills to his name. And ONYX Esports, they systematically all go down to the Deagle of Branted. And Branted saves the round and finally gives Fusion Uprising their first round of the entire match. Clutch performance there from Branted. Great patience coming in from him. ONYX Esports, they were playing that pretty well. They were just keeping their spots, but no one could find Branted. 18 HP, he pulls it off. And now ONYX Esports, they're down to a force buy. Stellar round once again for Fusion Uprising, and that may be the momentum shift that they needed. pretty slow setup here. Here comes the scout shot from Gmanchew, but he is not going to find one. He knows that there's players over to long. He gets tagged down to 51 HP. He's going to have to go back. And TBECarter in a really nice position here to try to hold down these two long players. Here comes the swing and Dare with a huge shot. And Polarbear and Gmanchew tasked with holding down this A site. We have Hext and Pwny tasked with holding down B. And all of Fusion Uprising is still alive. Slowly approaching this site here. Polarbear and Gmanchew holding very conservative spots. They are going to be completely smoked off. Here comes the flashes. Here comes the shot from Gmanchew. He is going to be able to tag one down. Polarbear combining for one with G-Man. Polarbear is the one alive as G-Man goes down to the AK-47 of Dare. 3v4 now. Fusion Uprising with a bomb plant. Oh, and everything's falling down. Pwny behind the smoke down to 19 HP. And Polarbear and Hext. They all go down. Pwny is going to be forced to save this FAMAS. He's down to $50, and after this, it shouldn't be that much either. ONYX Esports. They aren't looking too hot. Fusion Uprising looking real good at the moment. After winning 3 really important rounds, Fusion Uprising, they found the clutch rounds. Kept it going at this point. He is going to successfully save this gun. And only one player going down for Fusion Uprising. It's Branted. 7.6k. He is going to be able to buy up an AK-47 and buy up all that equipment that he needs. And ONYX Esports, they aren't going to buy anything whatsoever. They're coming into this round with a barrage of USPs and a FAMAS. And they're going to stack around the fact that they have this FAMAS. They're going to go down to B. Pwny playing a really tight position here. The Molly is going to tag him down just to 8 points of damage. Millz behind the door. And he's going to go down. Pwny! So slick with the shot there. And the T's, they haven't really decided where to go either. Pwny with a nice, very sneaky shot there. And Snav, he knows that there may be danger. He knows that Pwny pulled off a peek earlier. He's going to wide peek. Trying to maybe pick off a lucky headshot. And look at this rotation from ONYX Esports. They're all going back to A. And Pwny is the one tasked with holding down B by himself. It's a steep task, but ONYX Esports, they may have made the right call. It's gonna come down to how Fusion Uprising approaches this A site. Again, a barrage of USPs. No armor. That should be deadly for ONYX Esports. But we may see otherwise. Pwny rotating real quick. And here comes Fusion. One going down. Gmanchew almost tagging down one. Dare getting 2 through the smoke. TBECarter trying to come back. Violent through the smoke with a Glock. And that's going to be it. ONYX Esports. They all go down. Not a single kill to their name other than the kill earlier on in the round for Pwny. And Fusion Uprising, they have tied up the game. ONYX Esports, they're going to put in all of that cash that they saved into this round. Overall, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is $200. No, I'm sorry, $300 in the bank combined. And look at this. This is a CT stack after a buy. Flash coming in. The rush. TBECarter holding it close. The trades coming in. Violent taking down 2. But TBECarter and Hext also taking down 2. Huge trades coming in. Pwny, Gmanchew, and Hext all staying alive as Branted, Dare, and Millz on the other side of the map. They're going to maintain their positions. Slowly slowly approaching this B site is Fusion Uprising. Hext in the back of sight, tasked with holding this down alone. He's taking a very conservative position. It's as if ONYX Esports is going to be set up to play the retake. The best Hext can hope for here is a stray headshot on a T player if they get one. And look at this. Pwny and Gmanchew quickly rotating over. They see Branted. He's in the corner. And he's going to get railed down. Branted. He's off the server. Dare taking down Hext as he spots him around the corner. Now it's down to Gmanchew and Pwny. I don't think Millz really has any idea that they're in this position. He might get flanked by these two, or he could get a double kill. No, he's not. Now it's down to Dare. He's not able to get the first shot. He tagged on Pwny, but Pwny surviving by the skin of his teeth. That's 7 HP as he's able to take down Dare. And ONYX Esports, they take back a round after Fusion Uprising. They trade 3. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen, round and around. ONYX Esports still holding on to a little bit of equipment. Not a lot they can buy here. You see the SMGs coming in, 2 MP9s and a UMP. They make that economic choice that they can buy up the flashes and the smokes. On the other side, we have Fusion Uprising with still quite a little bit of cash saved up for them to work with. We already have a player go down. That's TBECarter going out of Branted. Still looking around the server. Snav and Violent already set up over by the water position. The CTs all holding B at this point. A is completely empty. And it may be the right call once again as Fusion Uprising. They keep a low profile and it works out. Millz takes down Hext. Snav taking down Pwny, and here they come, Gmanchew running in with the MP9. He's able to take back an AK. He may be able to take down Dare, but Dare, he takes him down. Polarbear with the trade. It's a 1-on-2. Polarbear looking for the headshot on Branted, but he boosts up at the wrong time. Oh, but he's still able to take down Millz, but Branted with a wide peek on Polarbear. That works out for Fusion Uprising. We're trading rounds, ladies and gentlemen. It just is how it is. ONYX Esports, they don't have much of a buy heading into this round in Fusion Uprising. They're sitting on a throne of cash. You love and hate to see it. ONYX Esports not buying any armor whatsoever, and they're just going to go for a full connector rush. And this may work out. Millz is the only player over by connector. He could get himself a bloodbath, or he could be the one assassinated. Oh, that nade is going to do so much damage. And here we go. Branted taking down 2. And that's 4. Branted going for the ace, and that's not going to work out. TBECarter surviving with the AK-47. He's going to try to bring this back in some way. He's actually able to take down Millz, but he's going to get flanked from behind by Dare. And that's another run for Fusion Uprising. Is a little bit deadly for Fusion. ONYX Esports, they come out of that with a little bit of cash. TBECarter finally using that op that he loves oh so much. And hopefully he can use it to his advantage. Round number 10 coming up. ONYX Esports, they need 1 round. They just need 1 round to bring this back. They can get quite a bit of momentum if they can stop Fusion Uprising right here, right now. Again, all of the players on the server scattered around trying to see if anyone can get any picks whatsoever. And no one is peeking. No one is overextending. Not even the T's. Closest thing we got at this point is Snav. Slowly approaching this tunnel's position. Hext shutting him down with the smoke. Millz holding it down a connector. And we slowly have all of the T's approach connector. Violent, the last one, coming into connector, and it's working out for him. Gonna leave bomb all the way back. Here comes the audio cue from the AK-47 shot, but a call is made in Fusion Uprising. They make their way back over to A. TBECarter still holding it down over to A. Same with Hext and Pwny. And here we go. Gmanchew taking down Millz. Polarbear on the corner. TBECarter with the op shot. There with the frag. And in the end, after a huge battle, Fusion Uprising, they just get sandwiched. And ONYX Esports, they trade yet another round. Fusion Uprising, their cast isn't looking that hot. Yeah, no, not at all. They're coming out of this round with about 3K in the bag. Make that about 2K at this point after Snav buys out a little bit. And after this, if ONYX Esports win this one, they're setting themselves up for a cool 7-5 scoreline potentially. Polarbear going out for the boost, and it doesn't work out. Violent, huge reaction time there. Well, small reaction time, but y'all get what I mean. Great stuff on Violent there. As ONYX Esports, they're down a man. Here comes Millz. Closely approaching, see if anyone is going to overextend over to sandbags. Hext and Pwny, Addy and Carter, all holding it down here. Hext is holding up close, and here comes the rush. Pwny taking down a couple. Carter in the back with another snipe. He's not going to be able to find Branted as he peeks away, but it's a 2-on-2 situation. Snav is down to 14 HP. Oh, Snav. Oh, don't do it. Oh, Snav. Oh, this position is nasty. Oh, and it may be able to work out. Oh! He's able to take down Gmanchew. TBECarter has to go huge. Oh, and he's not going to be able to. The no-scope is not going to connect. ONYX Esports, they all go down. Fusion Uprising, they take back yet another round, and we've just been trading this entire time. 3 rounds at the beginning for ONYX, 3 rounds for Fusion, another round for Fusion, another round for ONYX, another round for Fusion, and that's just how life goes at this point. ONYX Esports on the USPs once again. This is their 3rd time this game pulling out the only USP strat here. They're just trying to save up money, as much money as possible, to maybe stop this half from Fusion. Maybe stop this half at around 7. Maybe bring this back to an 8-7 half. We're just going to have to see. Violent wide peaks, and he's going to go down to Carter. And the T's, they're without the bomb. They have to go all the way back to their spawn and try to collect it. And Millz is in a pretty nice position here. He does smoke it off, so the CTs, they are scared to pull. And the CTs, they're getting sandwiched. Bomb is going to go down over to B. And the CTs, they're going to start to rotate over. Pwny most likely is going to save up here. But the rest of the CT side, they have to go out and get some kills. Carter going down to Millz. Oh, Dare with a kill there. And oh, Polarbear goes down. Pwny needs to stay alive and hold on to this AK-47. And I don't know if it's going to happen. Dare, he's around the corner. He is going to walk away, though. Smart stuff. And ONYX Esports. They go through that round, but not without a lot of damage. They do come out of it with an AK-47. That's pretty much their goal. And at this point, they're going to have to go big. TBECarter holding on to that AK-47. And now it's Pwny on the AWP. We've had 3 different players from ONYX Esports pull out a sniper. We had Gmanchew early on, pull out the scout. TBECarter with it off. And Pwny now with the AWP. What a smoke, by the way. I didn't even see that coming. That's a stellar smoke coming in from the T's. Smoke all the way from their own spawn to bathroom? Huge. Hext with a big kill there, but he's going to get traded off by Dare. Polarbear still holding it off real close. But the rest of the T's, they're going to run back. Try to play some mind games with ONYX. Both teams taking it nice and slow. Just trying to slow things down. Seeing if anyone can overextend. Or will overextend. Snav and Dare. Millz. And Violent. All players heading towards A. Trying to feel out the positions, but they don't have much time left. 30 seconds left. We have TBECarter, and Gmanchew holding it off, and here comes the grenades. TBECarter holding it on an angle, but that's going to get smoked out. And Millz, he's going to take out G-Man after the peak, and that's pretty much it for the take. And ONYX Esports, they just get shut down with the smokes. They still have potential for the take, though. Millzy with a good kill there. Violent from the back trying to take him down, but Millzy gets 3, and that's his 4th kill on the half. And Fusion Uprising, even if the score stays the same, we're going to be having Fusion Uprising winning the entire half. And ONYX Esports, I don't think this is what they want. They're going to go very low in terms of a buy. And essentially, they're just going to have to work with what they got. Fusion Uprising, they're putting themselves in a very nice position to win the T side. Which isn't something that you usually see on Overpass. Very interesting. Here we go again. Holding it up close, over to Sandbags. Here comes the rush. Polarbear, actually, he's trying to hold it off close. Gmanchew with a kill. Pwny. And here comes TBECarter. Oh my god, why do I keep messing that up? TBECarter pulling around the corner, trying to get some shots, but it's not going to work out. Fusion Uprising, 2 of their players go down that round, but in the end, their ultimate goal is fulfilled. They do win the round. And ONYX Esports, it's the last round of the half, and they're going to put every single thing that they got into this. TBECarter on the AWP that he oh so loves. And everyone else on the team on OGS. Oh, Carter. This is quite the spot to be holding with an AWP. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And he actually takes down Millz. And that's ONYX Esports. Finally with the advantage. And Snav, he hears Carter coming back. And he's going to sneak right from behind. But the boost from Pwny and Polarbear. That is so smart. And ONYX Esports, they come out with the lead in the round. They're searching for that 6th round win. They could be snatching it up right now. Oh, Carter! He is going to get tagged through the wall by Violent and Branted. He's going to peek around, and he's going to get the kill. But Dare over to Long is going to go down to Gmanchew, and it's down to a 2v4. Violent still approaching very slowly. Pwny and Polarbear peeking out, see if they can find anything, and Violent gets peeked out, and Polarbear takes him out. Now it's just down to Gmanchew. Oh, I'm sorry, not Gmanchew. It's down to Branted. Over by bathrooms, and he's gonna get sandwiched. Oh, and Polarbear finds him. The slightest pixel on the truck, and it works out for him. That's Fusion Uprising. Losing around near the end there. And they're gonna come out of this half winning. And ONYX Esports not looking so hot. They're just gonna try to bring this back at whatever cost. You know, at this point, for the first half, ONYX Esports didn't exactly have the best of endings there. Fusion Uprising almost definitely closed it out with a bang. They won, I think, they won 4 or 5 straight rounds near the end there after trading off 4 with ONYX. And that was the whole storyline. It was just both teams just trading off rounds. It was kind of cool. ONYX won the first 3 rounds, the pistol round in the 2 rounds after that. And Fusion Uprising coming back. ONYX Esports, they weren't able to keep any sort of momentum going their way. And the way that Fusion Uprising started this whole thing after the clutch from Branted, that was huge. That changed the entire landscape of the game. And Fusion Uprising, they're still riding that wave. Let's see if they can keep this going as they switch over to the CT side. ONYX Esports doing the exact same except vice versa. They go to the T side. And here we go. Fusion Uprising looking for a huge upset here on their second game of the— Oh! Violent! You've gotta be kidding me with those shots! Someone's been practicing his aim. And my god, what shots coming in from Violent! He takes down 3 in the span of 5 shots. Gmanchew, he gets spotted out. Millz is in the back to try to hold back the rotation. I still can't get over that. Violent, you madman. Who's coming in from the CTs? Oh, they're not gonna see it. Oh, Carter goes down after the boost works out, and now it's down to Gmanchew. He doesn't even have armor. Bomb is gonna go down by a millisecond. And ONYX Esports not off to the start that they wanted. It's 10-16 going to Fusion Uprising after a huge hold by Violent over by Connector. This is crazy stuff that I just absolutely do not expect from Fusion Uprising, but these guys are resilient. ONYX Esports, they're on their backs at the moment, but that bomb plant is going to help them in so many ways. Their economy isn't exactly booming, but they were able to buy themselves 3 AK-47s and 2 Deagles. I don't know if it's going to be utilized in the right way. Is Gmanchew. He's pulling up super close against Snav. Branted taking down TBECarter, but I'm very interested to what might happen here for Gmanchew. And oh, Violent, he is just so ready. I didn't even account for that. Violent in the back of sight, he's just so ready for it. And Branted gonna peek out Polarbear from the water position. Now it's all down to Pwny. Everyone on ONYX Esports just going down one by one by one. And Pwny is all alone going over to A. And dares him out. He's gonna get the kill. Fusion Uprising, all of their players surviving, and ONYX Esports. Quite a tragic round indeed. They put in a lot of cash, a lot of materials into that round to say the least. And it all goes for naught as they don't get a single kill out of it. Fusion Uprising, they are looking so good right now. Millz and Dare They just throw out the flashes to try to stop the T's, kind of intimidate them a little bit, and they go all the way back. Here comes the T's. They have full Glocks, nothing on them whatsoever, other than the clothes on their back. And here they come. Millz trying to hold this off, but Millz is gonna go down. Violent with the kill. Violent gonna go down. It's a 2-on-2, and we have both players from the T side with guns. The terrorists have guns, guys. Snav and Branted, they're gonna try to come back. These Augs are gonna have to do so much work. The bomb is planted for Hext. Pwny is gonna go to the exact same position, and this could work out. Branted and Snav, they're taking their sweet time at the moment. They do have kits, but oh, here comes the smoke. Shots coming in. Oh, it's gonna get Snav! Branted getting Pwny! And Fusion Uprising, they're not gonna be able to defuse. And ONYX Esports, they steal around from right under Fusion Uprising's feet. And after not buying a single thing last round, ONYX Esports, they move on to the next round with a hell of a lot of cash. Huge plays coming in from the ONYX Esports side, and this is going to inspire Fusion Uprising to just take a small break. They have to recuperate a little bit. They have to talk about what just happened, what they can do at this point. Are they going to save? Are they not? And ONYX Esports, I think they finally get the momentum string that they wanted. Freeze time is going to stop. Timeout going to dissolve away. And Fusion Uprising, they come into this round with almost nothing. 2 5.7s on their hands, a P250s, and 3 combined flashbangs. And the CTs doing the approach that they really should be doing. Millz and Branted trying to approach. Branted actually getting a kill. Violent doing the same, but it's down to Snav and Dare. Oh, no way! Oh, Snav not able to stop the defuse. So close to doing so. It's down to Dare with a USP. Hext is holding on close. Dare with a very tall task at hand. Almost impossible in my opinion, unless he's able to pick up a gun from out of nowhere. If he goes over to the tunnel over there, he may be able to get one. We're just gonna have to see. Here comes Hext. Hext is gonna win the gun battle. Dare's gonna go down. ONYX Esports, they take yet another round. Fusion Uprising, they're gonna buy into this round. ONYX Esports, they finally got themselves a little bit of momentum on their side. They finally got themselves 2 straight rounds. Something that we haven't seen since the beginning of this entire game. Smoke coming in towards the middle. Ooh, that smoke is gonna hit Dare. He's running away at this point, but Pwny is gonna get him. I mean, again, the thing with CSGO is that you can run at the same speed forwards and backwards. The T's, they're invading. Snav is gonna go down after the molly. Branted is left back. And ONYX Esports, they get themselves the plant that they needed. Millz is rotating all the way from the playground position. And Violent, he's gonna tack down Polarbear. Look at this. Hext isn't ready for this whatsoever. And there you go. Millz with a kill now. It's a 2-on-3. Gmanchew and TBECarter. Carter on the AWP. Right position to try to hold him off. TBECarter with a huge shot there. He can't get the second one. Branted holds off Gmanchew. The defuse goes down. Branted with a USP. Tags down the last player. And Fusion Uprising, they snag back another round. ONYX Esports, they're in a really rough situation. They lose this round, and they're in a reset. That gives Fusion Uprising almost a guaranteed 2 rounds. So consider this round equivalent to 2. Fusion Uprising can come out of this string. 14-8. Branted already getting a kill. Fusion Uprising already off to a very good start. Millz in a very nice position if the T's do decide to rotate. I don't think it's going to work out in their favor. Branted with the wall bang. Not going to connect. And oh, Millz, is he going to be able to find out TBECarter? He's not, but Fusion, look at this. Pwny, Hext, and Gmanchew all going down. Violent, Snav, Branted, Millz, all with kills. And hey, who knows? Derek could complete the team ace if he really wants to. Could happen, but Snav, he's just throwing up some shots, and it works out. TBECarter goes down, and Fusion Uprising with 13. And as predicted, ONYX Esports, they come into this round with not a lot of cash whatsoever in the bank. And look at this, they're not gonna buy, period. It's yet another round. This is the 5th round that ONYX Esports has bought virtually nothing. Not virtually, literally nothing. Oh no, they do have a P250 near the end there. At least one little thing to help them out. Millz coming out with a flank, gonna take down Polarbear. Pwny gonna try to take down Millz. The spraying Glock is gonna work out. It's a 2-on-3 for ONYX Esports. Hext on the AWP. Pwny with an MP9, and oh, what a shot from Hext! And this could work out. Hext needs to go big though. Molly coming in. Oh, and they're gonna miss. Oh no, Pwny had a great position, but he misses. Snav is down to 1 HP. Oh, and the shot doesn't come in for Hext. And Snav survives with a single point of HP. And Fusion Uprising, they take the round right back from ONYX Esports. Ooh, ONYX Esports, they put Fusion Uprising on skates for a little bit. Broke their ankles a tiny bit. Took the site. Held it down with that AWP. The MP9 almost doing oh so much work. But in the end, it doesn't work out. Fusion Uprising, they take back the round. ONYX Esports, they escape the round. Quite a bit of cash. Let's see what they can pull off with this cash out. TBECarter going down to about 66 HP. Oh, what a flick shot from Carter. He's going to take down Millz. And they see Snav. Snav. Oh, he's going to still take down Carter. That shouldn't have happened. Carter was a little bit overzealous with that jump. Snav is still going to go down. Branted with the flank over on Polarbear, but Polarbear catches him off. They're in a really nice position, but with an AWP, I don't know what kind of work he can pull off. It's a 2-on-4 already. Fusion Uprising. They're not looking so hot. Violent. He's overextending. This is a good position. Violent can play his cards right. That's a double kill right there for Violent. Flash coming in. He is going to put a little bit of damage onto Polarbear, and now Dare is tasked with the 1-on-2. Dare with the peek. Bomb does go down. Dare is forced to smoke himself off. Nade is only going to do a little bit of damage. Polarbear still holding it down. Both players for ONYX Esports down to 68 HP. Oh, X goes down. Polarbear. Oh, he's gonna win the gun battle. And Fusion Uprising, they go down. ONYX Esports, they bring back around, and they're looking for some momentum. Fusion Uprising, look at their cash. It's not the best either. They may be taking the ONYX Esports approach and maybe not buy anything whatsoever. A P250 and a Zeus and Violence hand. But ONYX Esports, they're looking real pretty right now. The pause is going to come in. Fusion Uprising, they're going to talk about what they can do at this point. They're going to buy a scout. And Millz, we've seen how deadly he can be with the scout. He had a 3K round earlier on in this game with that scout, so he's gonna try to replicate his success. And with that scout, especially with this CZ Deagle combo, one shot with the scout and another shot with the Deagle, that's a kill. So Snav and Millz, they could combine to do some great work. Branted, Dare, and Violent all on CZs. No armor to speak of whatsoever. And the CTs, oh, they're going to rush Nectar. Polarbear, he's going to be tasked with holding this off. Flash coming in. Branted is in the corner, but Polarbear has zero clue. Branted is just going to hold back. Great smoke coming in from the T's over to short, and that's going to drive away Millz, but Polarbear is going to run into 3 CTs. Oh, he's going to find one, but he's not going to be able to find 2. Fusion Uprising, they drop a gun. And this is how, just how the cookie crumbles if everything goes to plan for Fusion. Millz with a huge shot there. Hext goes down. Snav with the deagle. Only going to be able to do a little bit of damage. Pwny and TBECarter both on less than 50 HP. Oh, here comes the boost. Branted. He's boosted up. Gmanchew, the only man left after Violent with 2 kills. Violent going huge this round, and he's gonna get himself yet another into this fuse. Fusion Uprising. They snagged themselves back another round, and this could be game-winning round. Fusion Uprising, they have 6 rounds. They have 6 match rounds for them. And what a statement win this would be. To win over ONYX Esports 16-9 or 16-10, anything around that region. That would be huge for their morale. And that would be huge heading into the rest of the season. Jeez. We're gonna go all approach. Oh, that Molly having a really weird bounce there. Smoke sticking. Oh, that nade's gonna do so much damage. And here we go. Violent with the AK, but TBECarter's gonna take him down. Stabbing Millz. Millz with a kill over on G-Man. And another kill on Hext. He's gonna try to keep it going. Snav returning the kill on Pwny. And systematically, everyone goes down for ONYX. And after a huge round and a huge game from Fusion, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Fusion Uprising with a huge upset onto ONYX Esports. And just like that, Fusion Uprising, they head in to match day 3 with a 1-1 record. And ONYX Esports with their heads down after having a pretty impressive start. After getting a really nice win in their first game, 16-5. ONYX Esports, they go down 9-16 to Fusion Uprising. It was overall just a dominant game for Fusion Uprising. Fusion didn't really give ONYX Esports really any sort of space to work with. And in the end, it showed. 16-9 is their scoreline. Fusion Uprising, they are your winners. They are going to move on with a little bit of momentum into the rest of this advanced season. Ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy this coverage, please drop this channel a follow. Drop my Twitter a follow at the Upmind on Twitter. I post whenever I'm casting, whenever I go to a lot of LAN events. I go to a lot of CSGO and Smash Brothers events. If you guys do want to watch a little bit of my casting, just let me know, guys. If you guys want to see a little bit more from me, definitely drop your support over to EFLGG, and I will be on here a little bit more. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. That is going to be it for me. Tune in about half an hour. John Steezy is going to be taking you guys through a Stones GG match. Stay tuned on EFLGG, and this is Upmind, signing off.